welcome back. So we are going to set up for next week. I am going to use some of my Sterling ink stuff for June. I have not really used any of it. I did a few little pieces when I set up my monthly, but we're going to use that and get up next week's setup. So I am still using my little pocket. I think I'm going to pull it out. It's a little easier because that cover is kind of stiff. But we are... So I did set up the month. And I love how it turned out. I haven't really put anything down yet. So we are just going to skip to the next page because I did mess up and set it up, you know, I set it up after this week. So we are going to do this same layout. I need to go in and fill in yesterday's stuff. So we will just get going, and I'm going to talk about, I don't know. I was thinking, let's see, where are we have tweezers, we have a ruler, we have everything we need, I think, laid out. So let me move this out of the way. It just doesn't look so busy here. I tried to zoom it in a little bit. I usually kind of leave it out, so I think this looks better. Maybe I should move this over here because these actually stand up by themselves. Maybe that's a little better. Get a little bit more light over here. Yeah, we'll do that for now and see how that looks in editing. I think that'll be better. So, yeah, I have been watching Bridgerton, and let me tell you, I don't know if you guys are a fan. I watched, let's see, how do we do this? Is it 1 down, 2 up? So I watched the first 2 seasons way back when they first came out. So I watched the 2 original first season and second season as they were aired way back when. And they were, I mean, they're really good. They're very, I don't know what they're, very drama, I guess. Yeah, they just kind of keep you on your toes with what's going on. And so I kind of forgot about it, I guess, because it was a little while and I hadn't thought about it. And we don't keep Netflix. We change out subscriptions by what we're watching. So once we kind of get caught up on a show, we move on to another subscription unless there's something else on that one that we want to watch. So for the most part, we just watch we binge shows. I don't have a whole lot of time to like wait around for an episode, so we just wait till the season is out or the season is released, and then we just watch the whole thing. So those first 2, it's not Steven's thing, so he won't watch them. But I watched the first 2 seasons way back when I think I was probably working less hours, so I had more time to watch TV. But now that I don't really have a whole lot of time, I watch when I can, and I tend to watch, like I said, we watch a little bit when we eat dinner. Other than that, we don't have a lot of time to watch TV. So those I just kind of watched as I had time. And when I finished with them, we were just kind of done with Netflix. So anyway, so I hadn't seen Queen Charlotte, and I hadn't seen the new season, which the new season of Bridgerton I think just happened with Penelope. So I was like, well, we've got Netflix, I might as well. I don't remember what I was doing last weekend, but it wasn't much of anything. So I was like, I'm just gonna kind of watch through what I can since we have Netflix at the moment. So I watched I watched Bridgerton. There was only a few episodes. I don't know, 4 or 5 episodes. And I watched through those. And it was good. I mean, I don't know. I know a lot of people really don't like Penelope for what she's done or what she's doing. And I don't know. I kind of applaud her for... I mean, I don't think the deception is good, obviously. But for being a woman in those times when they didn't have a lot of freedoms and, you know, the ability to speak their mind and do things, I feel like that I applaud her for that. So but I feel like I'm kind of torn because I feel like, you know, I don't know if you watch the show, I'm sure you know, but like with her and Eloise, I don't know. So anyway, I got caught up on that, and I'm like, yeah, thoroughly there for that. I'm loving it. I think it's gonna get a lot more dramatic as the season goes on by the trailers from what I could see so far. I think it comes back. I don't remember when, but I'll have to watch it. But anyway, getting to, I didn't even know what Queen Charlotte was. I mean, I assumed it was, you know, about Queen Charlotte. And then I saw that it was, you know, based off of Queen Charlotte from Bridgerton. And I was like, oh, so this is a Bridgerton show. I was thrown off because it wasn't called Bridgerton. It was called Queen Charlotte. And then in like lower below it, it says a Bridgerton story, I think. And I was like, oh, I didn't realize that. I thought it was just about Queen Charlotte, which now, after I've done a little bit of research, I realized they are the same person. I did not know that. That Queen Charlotte was the Queen Charlotte that married King George III. So I do know that story, but I didn't realize that that was until I started watching Queen Charlotte, the show. And oh my goodness, if you haven't watched it, I mean, it just ripped my heart. It ripped my heart out. It was so sweet and so, like, you just don't know the story about, you know, like what she went through. You see her in Bridgerton and she's kind of like harsh and short, and it's just a whole different side of her. And I really loved the story, and I really loved the cast. The cast was amazing, and I just, even thinking about it, I just want to cry again. I'm just like, oh, it's so sweet. And yeah, I don't know. I really do hope they do more, I guess, of her story. And I mean, I know that it's kind of, there's not a whole lot. I mean, I guess they could tell more about her growing up and things that happened, but like their story, her and George's story, is just, oh gosh, I love it. So if you like that type of thing, I recommend watching Queen Charlotte. It was excellent. So good. So but yeah, I don't know. I'm so glad I watched it. I don't know. I don't watch a whole lot of TV, so when I do have time, and I binged that, I didn't want to stop watching. I was like, oh my goodness, I need to finish it. So I think I might use a couple of these because they're so pretty and like pretty much perfect fit on some of the other pages, just to use up these larger stickers since I don't really have a lot else for them. But I'm gonna find, I want to do my weather and my sleep tracker again, so I'm gonna find something to go here. But yeah, I don't get to watch a whole lot of TV just because we just don't have a lot of time. I mean, I work, and then I, you know, have chores and things to do around the house, but yeah, those were some good shows. And then we're binge watching Supernatural right now well, I say binge, but we're not. I mean, we go through it pretty quick, but we only really watch one episode a night during dinner because that's just what we do. We don't really watch TV any other time unless I do sometimes on the weekend. He plays a lot of games, so he doesn't really watch a whole lot on the weekends with me, so I just kind of do that when I'm bored, or you know, he's doing other stuff. So hopefully this will fit. Ooh, I think I put that down a little wonky. Ooh. It's like perfect fit, but yeah, it's alright. It just kind of bent it a little bit. It'll be alright. So, but yeah, I'm currently just watching, getting back through Supernatural. I don't know. We just kind of watch the same things over and over again. Unless I find a new show or a new season to an old show that we've been watching, we don't tend to like find new shows. And I mean, maybe that's whatever, but I don't know. I don't have time for TV, and I don't want to waste it watching something that, like, I'm more apt to watch a movie that is a couple hours long, where I don't have to spend a lot of time. If I don't like the movie, I don't like the movie. It's, a couple hours out of my day that I have wasted, not invested seasons and seasons into a show, only to be like, yeah, this just really isn't. Or, watch several seasons and then the show change, which is kind of how I feel about Supernatural, because it kind of went into, oh, I don't know if I can get that back up. No, that's really crooked. Oh well. I don't really like the way, I mean, I preferred it more when they were just like hunting vampires and monsters. So I don't know, but it is one of my favorite shows. I do go back and rewatch it every now and then. So I'm trying to think of, I need to get caught up on, oh, that light. I need to go back and get caught up on, what is that? Young Sheldon. We watched several seasons of it on Hulu, and then they didn't ever have the new seasons, but it's on Netflix. But I don't remember where we left off. I don't really remember. So I'm like, do we just start over and go back and rewatch the whole thing? Which is probably what I'll end up doing, and just kind of breeze through, not really. Because I do want to get caught up and see what happened, because I can't remember where we were when we finished. I guess I could probably look on my Hulu account. So if you have any good shows that you really enjoy, I mean, if they're older, I've probably seen them. I've watched Gilmore Girls about 200 times. I've watched, I don't even know. I can't keep up with all the shows that I've watched. But I'm not huge. I don't really care for The Office. A lot of people like that, and Parks and Rec. And I don't know. They're not really my kind of show. So, not really interested in something like that. And then, I guess it's just kind of hard with Steven and I both watching, because I'll watch more stuff than he will. He doesn't really like the whole romantic lovey-dovey stories, but he also doesn't watch anything scary or too gory. I can't remember. We were watching some hospital show, and he was like, yeah, I can't do this. But we did watch one that we made it all the way through. I don't remember what it was, but I used to watch Grey's Anatomy all the time, and I feel like that show kind of, I don't know, it kind of lost me during COVID. I just was like, yeah, this isn't really the show I want to watch anymore, so I kind of gave up on that one. But I don't know. I don't feel. I'll ask this and honestly answer. And I mean, definitely for the younger crowd, I'm sure you probably don't feel this way, but I am in my 40s. I have watched a lot of shows. I've been around for a long time. And I just feel like that TV now, and even movies, I feel like they're just trying too hard to remake older shows instead of coming up with new ideas. And maybe that's just because I don't watch any kind of like live TV anymore, because we only have streaming services. We don't do cable or anything like that. I'm not paying for it. So I'm curious. You know, I'm not just asking whatever people in my age group, any age group. I'm curious about your thoughts on TV and movies. Do you think that we're getting too into remaking? Because I will tell you, I am not a fan of all the remakes. It's been too long. It's been too long. There are some shows that, you know, like, just make a new show. Come out with something new. But remaking a lot of these TV shows, and I'm just like, why? Why? Charmed? Why? Charmed was absolutely fantastic. The original Charmed did not need to be touched. Absolutely fantastic. I watched a few episodes of the new one. It's not my thing. What was the other one? They came out with another show around the same time. Sabrina. Why? Sabrina, yes, it was an older show. Yes, it was way back when. It was a great show. I mean, if you want to come off of that and be like, okay, so let's have a show about Sabrina's daughter. Excellent. I'm there for that. And maybe that's what that show's about, but didn't seem like it, because I felt like they were calling people the same names, and, you know, why would her name be Sabrina? I'm just, you know, I don't know, but that's just me. I'm just kind of over all the remakes. So I'm just curious, do you guys like the remakes that have come out? And like I said, if I'm just, you know, not well versed, maybe those shows are, but I did try Charmed, and I couldn't get into it. I watched like half of the first season, and I just couldn't get into it. It just wasn't my thing. But Sabrina, I don't know. And I mean, these shows have been out for a while. They're not necessarily new. But I'm just curious as to, are you guys into like some of these remakes? Oh, how many times are we going to remake Spider-Man? I mean, come out with something new. I don't know. I don't get it. And then like, I absolutely love, 100% love the Avengers movies. Like, all of the 3 Iron Mans. I'm not huge on Captain America. I don't really care for Black Widow. I love the Thor movies. I really liked, what was the other one? But then, like, the actual Avengers where they were all together, those 3, I really enjoyed those movies. And so I'm just like, why can't we come up with I don't know. Why can't we come up with more original ideas? And that's just me. I mean, I don't know, maybe other people have other feelings, and that's fine. 100% fine. But I don't know, I'm curious as to what your take is on all of these remakes. Because I'd like to see some new stuff. And I mean, I know it's hard to come up with new things. At this point, a lot of things have already been done. But I don't know. I don't know if you guys have seen The Quiet Place. Like, I'm all over it. Like, I can watch the sappiest love story ever, and then I can watch the goriest horror movie ever. I can watch pretty much anything, and nothing really phases me. So I'm curious as to, like, you know, I don't know, like The Quiet Place. I don't know if you guys have seen that, and they're coming out with the prequel, I guess, is coming out soon. What did I do? 8? Yeah. So the prequel is coming out soon, and I really want to see it. I thought the other two were really good, but I feel like that's pretty original. Let's see. We need a green. I don't want to use the same green I used. I think that one is the same. Maybe I'll use a pale pink. Let's do that for this pink flower here. But I think that I feel like The Quiet Place was pretty original. I mean, the whole movie was basically quiet, which was kind of interesting. Led for a whole lot of dramatic things, but I think that was pretty neat. It was different. The second one wasn't the same. I hope this audio sounds good because I just realized my mic's pointing the wrong way. Sorry about that. But I think that was a really original movie. I don't know. I can't really think of a lot of, but I think those types of movies are they're so scary. Like Hush, if you've never seen that, I think it's on Netflix. My daughter told me about that movie, and oh my goodness, like, I still can't comprehend that movie. It was so good. We lost our other light. Oops. Well, I'm almost done anyway. I'm just gonna throw a few little pieces around, but I don't know, there's something about those silent movies that are just so creepy. I really like those. So I don't know, just have to let me know. I think that's everything. I think that's everything I'm gonna do. We used up one whole sheet, yay. So we'll flip through real quick and just share everything. But I don't remember what I was saying. Something about scary movies and dramatic movies. Anyway, so this is what we've got going on. I don't know, these maybe overhead. I think that might be better. It's just hard to figure out the best way for this lighting situation. So anyway, this is what our week is gonna look like. The kit was Sterling Ink, and then I just did my normal layout with my dailies. I do love that sticker, it's so pretty. I wonder if I can zoom in a little bit more. There we go. So we have all of our days set up for the rest of next week. The 10th we will be out of town. I'm going to go visit my dad in Gallenberg, so we will be there on the 10th. And then I don't really think we have a new girl starting on the 10th as well, so hopefully that will work out. There we go, day off. we will be in Gatlinburg that day. So put this back on for the monthly. I'm trying to figure out the best way to mark days in this. I don't know. I'm just over the tabs and over all the things. So that is what we're at. So I can go ahead and fill in this. I do like filming with the camera better. I just have to figure out the lighting because I'm back in my computer room and it's just not, I don't get all the natural light in here that I do in the front room, but Christian's home, so I didn't want to haul everything in there and film, so I just wanted to kind of get this done. Let's see, so last night I slept really well. I need to draw my little lines. And then, let's see, today is Friday. It is sunny, 83 and 65. And then let's look at yesterday was Thursday, 86 and 70 and cloudy. All right, there we go. So we've got all that filled out. So keep an eye on the channel. We do have a giveaway coming up. I'm hoping to get it posted Saturday, so watch out for that. There's going to be a giveaway for a B6 cover folio, and kind of have to watch most of that video to see, because I think I didn't, well, I mean, you can fast forward through it by all means if you don't want to watch it, but I don't really show what I'm giving away until the end, so you'll have to kind of watch for that. And I think that's it. So if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and it would mean the absolute world to me if you'd consider subscribing. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.